Hello, everybody, and welcome to the MBUSC episode 2. So I don't want to do an intro anymore.
All right, so am I just going to lead straight into it, the deep philosophical
No, we'll
question?
get into that. So top of the show, I want to talk about Jason puking after the last show, because I think you said you got walking what now?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with walking pneumonia on Monday. I've been on antibiotics.
He says this as he's cracking a beer.
Yeah, as he's
I've been feeling better.
Hold on, we got to get you really going down with that. Damn, don't drink it for too long. We can't show. Yeah, you'll drown. Well, so Jason decided that he was just gonna puke up a bunch of shrimp on Friday.
Yeah.
What was the process? What was the order? Eat coconut shrimp. Talk to us for an hour. Fall asleep. Wake up. Eat more coconut shrimp.
Yep.
And then
Hit 2 vapes.
smoke
at the
some
same
nicotine.
time.
And then throw it all up back into the bowl you ate it out of.
For some reason.
Oh my God! Directly back into the bowl you ate it out of.
I think you guys should be happy that I considered even picking up a bowl.
No, you.
And throwing up inside bowl.
Well, yeah.
I initially started randomly.
But the thing is that me and Chance both noticed you did pick up the bowl and put it in front of you so you could throw up in the bowl. But while you were picking up that bowl, you had a Switch controller in your hand.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
that
God.
you included in the bowl scenario, and it was almost directly above.
Yeah,
while you were
so
throwing.
I will say,
and you were basically puking onto a Switch controller.
there was a lot going on in my mind at the time. So there,
But like you had the decency to put the vape down.
and
Yeah,
pick up the bowl.
yes.
But you didn't have the
There wasn't
decency
enough
to not
time.
to
There
not
wasn't
throw up over I kid you not, directly over the Switch
So
controller.
here's the thought process that came down to it, really. So I'm taking this badass nap, great nap. Wake up, I was very sweaty, and I'm like, all right, I need some smoke. So I grab the vape, and I take a big chief, and this is where the walking pneumonia comes into play, because that was
This is
clearly
very
a bad
important.
idea. And so I hit it, and I'm like I'm waking up, so I'm like not realizing I'm hitting it as long as I am, and I blow it out. And as I blow it out in my head, I'm like, oh shit. And
That shrimp gonna come up.
so
I'll make some gumbo.
I start yakking. I'm coughing, and then the cough turned into throw up. And like it came out a bit, and as soon as it came out, that's when I'm like,
I knew it was coming.
Bowl.
yeah. So I was
Container.
like bowl, vape, bowl,
Switch controller,
Switch controller,
put right in front of my face.
put it in a bowl,
He's like,
and then catch that shit.
$80 Switch controller, vape. That probably costs like what, $40 maybe.
I mean,
and then
20, but like
and then
kind of.
paper bowl of
We also cleaned
shrimp
the Switch
tail.
controller right after.
We did.
We did. We cleaned.
But
the
it
fuck
will
out of this.
forever be
Let's be
known
straight.
as the controller that Jason threw up over.
So okay,
Was
hold
it
on.
embarrassing? Yes. Was I? Did I maybe cry later about it? Yes. But I had a handicap, so
I mean, it's not as bad as the first person I ever saw. Like he smoked. Like this kid was straight out of high school and smoked
Wait.
a cigarette.
before we continue the story, names won't be included
No,
because
yeah.
he's a part of the government.
No, yeah, that's not. I'm not going to include his name, but he smoked a cigarette right in front of me, and just ripped that shit, and then immediate exhale was a projectile vomit
Yes.
all over my room.
I feel like were we playing Mortal Kombat when that happened? Why do I feel like we were playing like Mortal Kombat
This
or
was
something?
actually a time I
So
wasn't. Even
this
there.
moment is too vivid for me. I was actually the only person in the room with him when this happened. No, I remember this. It was super vivid. It was just me and him in the room.
We're thinking of the same person.
Yes.
Does the name start with D?
Yes, it does start with D.
Okay.
It may have happened on another moment, but I specifically remember
It happened with you once?
Yes,
Because I swear it happened
he had
another
just
time.
graduated high school and was like, I want to smoke cigarettes. And I'm like, okay.
That's what the cool kids do.
I'm like, okay, you're an adult technically now. I'll give you one of my cigarettes. You can have a cigarette. And literally takes a hit, and the moment he takes it away from his mouth,
It's already time.
just projectile
Yeah.
vomits.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that was the moment I realized I probably shouldn't be an influence on the younger generation.
Was that in the garage?
It was in the garage. And for all those, and for all intents and purposes, I lived in a garage for 2 years after I moved out of college because I was like trying to be rebellious and shit and
Yeah,
not live inside
that's-
the house. And I was like, I'll just live inside the garage.
It was a pretty chill idea.
It was
Worked
a
out fine.
really chill garage.
I think it was
It
a
was a
fun
big
hangout
enough
spot.
garage.
It was a 3-car garage. I made it pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Honestly.
The 3-car garage?
Yeah, so it was
And
That's
the like
so
other
nice.
two
it was
part
a
of the
separate 3rd-car garage that I just turned into my room.
and the other
That's
like
so-
the garage itself
nice.
wasn't even that crowded really. It was like I think a bike in there and a car. I don't know. It was
That is so sick.
Well, yeah,
That is- I
and in
just
terms
understood.
of like living in Texas, living in a garage is not that bad because it may
Was
get,
it insulated, Will?
no,
no,
absolutely not.
Okay.
absolutely not.
Couldn't be perfect.
Well,
But
yeah, you gotta have something.
yes,
to
it
even
did
out.
get hot, but I got fans.
It
We
also
were
got
we were
extremely
required
cold.
to take
Well-
all of our clothes off before we entered, or else we would have died of
Oh,
heat
yeah.
exhaustion.
We don't need to talk about that, Matt. We don't need to talk about the
That's what
the
we would-
mandatory nudist policy.
That's what we would
That's-
say, but it was for other
It
reasons.
said no shoes, no shirt, yes service.
Yes, sir.
Oh God.
Jonah offering all the service right there.
It was a lot better insulated than my garage.
I don't remember it. Jonah's garage. I don't remember it like being like so hot I couldn't like.
Well,
No,
we
that's what
had
I'm saying.
fans and stuff.
Because my dad had shop fans,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah.
had other fans too. I made the garage cool.
It was chill. Was it like ghetto? Yeah.
Ew, 100%. But I was straight out of high school.
Yeah,
don't
no,
give
I
a
mean,
shit.
It was a sick fucking.
Dude, we were
place
like
for straight outta high
from the
school. I
ages of
mean,
like 17 to
sounds sick.
19 doing whatever we wanted, like in a
Exactly.
garage. Pretty much.
because
that's pretty sick.
yeah, because
Was
it technically wasn't part of the house, so we could do whatever we want.
sick. Did you get some drinking down?
Oh,
while
we
you were there?
drank, we
We
smoked.
got
and
it
everything.
down.
we partied.
Yeah.
But that's the part of adolescence. We all grew up from then, but it was just it was
Some of
it was
us
a
have.
time of rebellion for me. Because I just literally was like, well, if I can't do this shit in the house, I'm gonna do it in the garage.
And
Because-
then we played Mortal Kombat. Don't forget, there was Mortal Kombat.
I played a
you
lot of
played a
games.
lot of Mortal Kombat.
Played a lot of games.
I played a lot of games. I got really into Black Ops 3.
I got
And-
really into Black Ops. What was it? Remember the it was like the obstacle course where you like run on the
That was in
walls
Black
and
Ops
stuff.
3.
Yeah, I remember that. Like I remember doing that a lot.
That's when I thought I could go pro in video games, but I quickly realized that I would have to literally become the 300-pound man I was becoming at that point.
I feel like dedicating your time to sitting at a desk all day long or like on a couch all day long.
It wasn't a couch. Like my gaming chair was a stripped BMW driver's seat.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
that's right.
that's pretty sick.
It was chill. It held us.
It was an old BMW driver's seat that I took out and I was using as my gaming chair. And yeah, it was comfy.
That's like if I took those Honda Odyssey seats that we got in the garage and I just like made them my fucking bed.
Gaming chairs. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my gaming chair. I used a stripped BMW BMW seat as my gaming chair.
That is in the garage. I mean, it's a life. It's a life you live. So, I do have another question because Matt, I'm really interested. You saw the Barbie movie.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah,
it was really good. I actually liked
I want
it.
to see.
You
it.
enjoyed it? Yeah, I do too. I really want to see it.
Don't spoil shit.
I hear there's a lot of like douchey people online talking shit about it for some reason because it wasn't like
there's gonna be haters on everything. There's haters on
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
yeah. There are people like say this is the Barbie movie and they're like, I don't like the way Ken was treated. It's like it's the Barbie movie. It's not the
Ryan
Ken
Gosling, bro. You can
movie.
treat him however you want.
Also, Ken was like one of the best parts of the movie, or like Ryan Gosling's
Which Ken?
Yeah, there's
Both
multiple-
Simu Liu and Ryan Gosling.
Okay,
No. What about Michael Cera?
Michael
not
Cera
Ken.
was one of the Kens.
No,
No,
but
he-
he's what's his name?
Alan.
Alan. How was Alan?
Oh, great. Yeah, Michael Cera was great. He was in it more than I thought he would be because they introduced or not. They show all of the people in Barbie Land, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you see Ryan Gosling and Simu Liu and all the other actors they chose to play Barbie and Ken.
You only named men, Matt.
Huh?
You didn't name any women there.
I actually don't know
heard, Billie
the
Eilish was
women's
in it.
names. I don't know their names, to be honest. I mean,
do you not know women, bro?
I know Margot Robbie.
You not know women, bro. You not know women. You got a fiance. You're like, who is she?
That's what I'm saying.
Who
Like,
is she?
To his credit, he is the only engaged person in this group.
Yeah,
he should
he
only
really
know
only
one
has
woman.
one. Yeah,
That doesn't
he
mean
should
shit. You don't like know women like their names, bro. I'm not saying. Oh, who was
I
in
mean,
it.
I know actress women. I just don't
So
know
who was in it.
I don't know who they were. I don't know who they were. Like maybe if I saw the call sheet, that the casting sheet,
yeah.
I'd be able to like match their names up or whatever. But I don't remember their names. Kate McKinnon was in it actually. She was great.
I love her.
She's hilarious.
Shout out Kate.
She's actually like super funny.
No, she's one of my favorites. Like I unapologetically a little bit attracted to her.
That's fine. I mean, she's not unattractive.
No, not at all.
And it was but I mean, so they like introduce all of the Barbies and Kens, and like Michael Cera's there, and he's Alan. Cause I guess
Is he? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he not the gay Ken?
no, okay. The joke is apparently that like I don't know when, but like back in the day, they made Alan, and his whole purpose was like Ken's friend, right? And nobody cared because first of all, most men don't play with, or boys, I guess. Most boys don't play with Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
And girls
only care about Ken because Ken
and Barbie
is like Barbie's
boyfriend,
sidekick,
husband,
or
everything.
like
anything in between.
Yeah.
They don't care about the sidekick.
Exactly. I mean, you're right because I think they only made Alan.
They made
once,
one, and then he didn't. I think he didn't.
and then they never. And now all Kens and all Barbies are different shapes and sizes and colors.
How'd you feel? You needed to add that at the end.
It's true. I mean, they're like because I didn't know anything about Barbie really until until like I watched the movie and Liana was telling me about all the stuff.
Did Liana educate you?
Yeah, because I was
Liana
like,
his
'cause
fiance, by the way.
at the beginning of the movie, they're like, they're introducing
Like all
Barbie, and they're like, "Hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie," and then they're like, "Hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Ken."
Did Liana just happen to
So-
like know every Barbie that
Yeah.
was?
Well, like,
No, she's
alright,
not like an
guys.
expert of every.
Yeah,
Barbie.
No,
exactly.
I didn't
Well,
expect
I
her to be.
mean, was she a Barbie girl growing up?
She had
Yes.
Barbies, yeah.
That's a girl thing.
Okay.
But like, let's be straight. I mean, we don't know them, but like, we grew up with commercials. Like, there's definitely clearly different. Like, there was like astronaut Barbie, chef like.
Yeah, but if the commercials I remember were like it was like all like the Barbie, like the main Barbie that was in a certain outfit, from what I remember. Like I didn't know Simu Liu was Ken. I thought he was like a different. I thought there was more than just Ken, but it's only Ken
Yeah.
and like an Alan, I guess, right? For like one time, and yeah, so I didn't know like almost every male at Barbie Land was Ken, and almost every female actually in Barbie Land was Barbie, because they have some like
I will
of
say,
Barbie's friends toys or something.
one of the best Christmas movies I've ever seen as a child was the Barbie edition of Nutcracker.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we both had the same response.
So how it was watched doesn't make a difference, by the way, because like boys can watch fucking whatever come at me.
No, I definitely watched the Barbie movie growing up.
Okay.
I also watched. You remember those like the fairy? It was called like Twix or something like that.
I
right?
hated Twix, but I know what you're talking about. Twitches.
You know what
no,
I'm-
not Twitches. The fairies, the like fire, the
Yeah.
ice, the water.
that
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Not, they have a live adaptation on Netflix, and as a male, maybe I don't know. I didn't like him as a kid, and maybe that like passed on. But I hated the show.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Okay,
Um,
good to know.
I watched Totally Spies as a kid.
I love Totally Spies. Totally Spies.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was cool.
They were badass chicks. Anyways, so every Christmas, as a Mexican, I chill with a family, and large family, and one of my family members is on colleges, so he's got that money, and they had like in-home theater, and we would just watch Christmas movies and just kind of chill in this theater. And one time they played Barbie Nutcracker edition. And I don't remember what age I was, but I remember like loving it. I was like, oh wow. I already like Nutcracker alone. I think that's like the one
It's
and
a-
only ballet that I'm
No,
like,
yeah,
this
it's a great
this
ballet.
The story's really cool.
It's one of the few ballets I've actually seen.
I know why.
It's not gonna lie, it was a great ballet.
It's a good ballet. But the Barbie one's the only one that every Christmas I'm like, I gotta watch this Barbie edition. I don't know why. It was really good. That's the only Barbie movie I can honestly say I've seen from like start to finish and willingly.
Can you?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to
Can
say
you go ahead?
the Barbie movie had me cracking up.
No, I mean
Oh,
it was
I
clearly
bet.
going to be a
It's
hit.
definitely-
I was
like-
laughing like
Yeah, I imagine
probably
it's a really
louder
good
than
movie.
like a lot of people there. I was a little tipsy too. Went to like the bar before.
How much did you pregame before that?
I had like 3 strong beers.
I know, and your laugh is so distinct amongst the movie.
There's a joke. There's
what
a joke
movie
in
did we watch recently? Like where I
It
said
was
Matt.
it was
like,
John
that you-
Wick, in
that-
my opinion.
No, but there was a movie that me and Matt watched together where Matt's laughs like.
was it in the theater?
Yeah, it was in the.
It's always-
Oh my
Was it
god!
the
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness or something?
I
I feel like we saw a Marvel movie last time we went together.
I feel like it was the Ant-Man.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that sounds about
yes,
right.
it was Ant-Man,
It was
and I laughed so hard when I saw MODOK
That's what I'm
because
saying, yeah, like Matt's laughs in the theater rang out over every.
Oh my
I
god!
was-
I imagine.
I was so annoyed that other people weren't cracking up at
I
that
know
because it was so. First of all, I didn't
Wait.
expect it.
His butt when he flies away.
Yeah.
No, all of
But
them.
when he appeared, I just thought it was hilarious
When he
because
was like,
the dude,
"Hello, Ant-Man."
the dude dies like in such a pussy way in the first movie. Like he just gets like he can't control his suit or something, and he just like shrinks and shows up later in the quantum realm, and they like stretch his face out across.
So
the
he looks like
entire-
Electroman from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
No, but
Yeah.
But-
Well, except actually,
but
like
better.
No, I was laughing because I thought it looked worse. Because the Electro Man is just like, it's at least just George Lopez's face, like just cut out and like put onto there. For this,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
yeah, for MODOK, it's like
Stretch.
they put his face, but then they like, it's like they put his normal human face on a face that like fits this much space, and then they just pulled him back, and it was just so funny.
I just hated
But
when
also
he-
his motives in the movie where he was
He's
just
just like,
so
Hello.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because at the end he becomes good in a sense.
But like MODOK's never good. First of all, also he's definitely
Also-
more of a threat than he was.
And MODOK's supposed to be like fucking brilliant,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
they just made this. He's literally just an idiot, like a
No.
corporate guy who
They were pretty much just
forced
like,
some guy to put a.
what villain haven't
Did
we
either
used
of you
yet?
guys watch the Patton Oswalt MODOK series on Hulu?
No.
That's a thing.
Yes, there's a MODOK series on Hulu
What
that
the
is
fuck?
voiced by Patton Oswalt as MODOK, and it is actually it's like
Hulu original or something?
it's a Hulu original, and I'm pretty sure it's a Hulu original,
I'm not
but
gonna.
it's like almost like Robot Chicken, like kind of like it's in that kind of style,
like the
Okay.
not claymation, but like
Stop motion.
Stop
yeah,
motion.
stop motion.
Is
and-
it like the remake of the Pokemon movie, the first one where it's like that weird CGI like
I mean, no, a little bit better than that.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
though.
what
It
you're
was
talking
like
about.
it was kind of like Robot Chicken where it was like a little bit dolly, but like it was.
they did that with Pokemon.
But no,
Yeah, dude.
I
they
think
did.
it's more like Robot Chicken than anything.
Yeah.
But
I miss
it's-
Robot
but
Chicken.
It's MODOK, and it's a comedy series and it's really making fun of MODOK.
Yeah, because he's like kind of a really stupid character.
Yeah, but honestly, they did a much better job on the character than Ant-Man did.
Dude, I just that might be honestly it might be the movie.
the movie
I don't
was
remember-
the movie was trash.
I don't remember it being particularly good, but I like have fond memories of the movie because of how goofy that was and how much it made me laugh.
No, what was funny was that we watched it on technically the day after opening day because movies
They released it one day,
they
one night
released
early.
it the day before.
Yeah.
But we watched it on opening day, but we saw an earlier showing.
Mhm.
We were like at like 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Well, there's not many people in the theater at that time, and so I'd say the theater was about 50% full.
hmm
But
Yeah.
even with the theater 50% full, the only laughs you heard on every comedy scene were Matt's laughs in the theater. Matt's laughs rang over everyone else in our theater, and that's what I couldn't get over the whole time.
you know.
So were you like embarrassed? Were you embarrassed?
No,
or-
that's what I love. That's why I love watching movies with Matt. Is that Matt has no embarrassment for laughing at scenes like that because it's the experience.
I remember
Yeah,
watching.
you gotta-
I remember watching. I went to see John Wick 4 with.
All of us.
Yeah. I think and Leon was there too. I
Yeah, she
think.
was.
And there's like a scene when like I just remember a scene like a dude's like knee gets stuck to a wall with an arrow or something, and like John Wick like executes it some kind of way, and his leg's still stuck, and he falls over. I just remember being, well, honestly, throughout that movie a lot, I was like, oh shit, oh, whoa, and Leon would be like, you know, like shut up, but not really. I don't know. So,
Dude, I am envious of your ability to have a good time in a movie theater. Then
No,
'Cause-
that's why me and Matt watch every Marvel movie we can together. Is
Well, 'cause
because
it-
Dude, I feel like as long as you're not talking in a movie theater,
no, it's just emoting.
yeah.
yeah, it's emoting. There you go.
Like
Yeah.
if you're
I
gonna get,
never like, whoa, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see?
yeah, like don't if
Yo, man, you got yo.
But
Yeah.
if you can't
that's
handle,
another reason me and Matt love watching Marvel movies together is because the only person in the theater that we could talk to is if we're sitting next
Yeah.
to each other. We can whisper. at
Like
each
that
other.
was fucking
Like,
crazy.
do you remember that scene from the comic book that happened? Like that's
Yeah.
a reference to that.
all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
So
is
we can whisper that to each other without expressing that to the whole theater.
If you can't handle public emotion at a public place, watching a public movie, then maybe just wait
Go
for
home.
it to go.
No,
Go
well, the
home.
only emotion I can't really handle at a movie is like a baby crying in the like. Why did you bring this like precious little thing to a place
loud
where
movie.
it's just loud and scary and dark? Don't forget.
But also, you know, an initial
was happening in
cry,
Barbie.
whatever. If you, oh really?
yeah,
That's annoying.
I was.
Oh my god, that's probably just ruined that
it was-
situation.
like luckily it wasn't like the whole time,
but it was, a
but it
good
was still
portion.
like. I just the thought in your head is just like, why did you bring your fucking baby?
Dude, why? Why the baby's not gonna consume any.
The baby's
they're
not
not
gonna
gonna
be
remember
like,
this.
remember, mommy, when you took me to Barbie when I was 2 years old?
No,
It's not,
you
no.
and if you can't find a sitter, don't go to the movie. Yeah, I'm sorry, just like
You gotta see it at another time.
You
Just
can
see it
you
another
can
time.
call the theater up to 2 hours before the movie and say, "Can I transfer this movie ticket to another movie?" That you can schedule a different night.
Yeah, you can
Go-
reschedule.
You
see it.
don't have like. I understand if it's like 20 minutes before, but if it's 20 minutes before, you should already expect that you're not going to make that movie.
And you should be
That's
better parents and plan ahead.
I know,
Or just- or
it's
just
not
take-
better parents. It's better human beings.
just
Like,
take
you
it out
should-
immediately. Like the minute it starts crying, be a fucking,
Just-
be a human. Check on your kid.
Spank it. Bring
Throw
it to
it.
the bathroom.
Don't even
to
just-
the baby changing station. Put it on the baby changing station. And then close the baby changing
Yeah, I was gonna
station.
say.
Oh god.
I was gonna fucking say. I was like, don't even spank it. Just fucking.
Yeah, slap it right then.
You know,
there, right
use
then
it-
there. That
use
baby
it-
won't cry again in a movie.
From the
It'll
ages
fucking
of
know.
0 to 9 months, there's a little restart button.
Yeah.
I just want to
see.
say this on a personal note.
Okay.
This is entirely yours and Liana's choice, but I think you should wait for a couple more years before you have kids.
I mean, I don't plan on impregnating her as soon as we get married.
Hey,
Exactly. That's what
so-
I'm saying.
The real question. If you have a son, circumcised or uncircumcised?
this is
I'll probably
important.
circumcise him.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's better
I was
cleaning
gonna
wise.
say Kratos or no Kratos, in the sense of whether you should name him Kratos or
No, for the first not
if
for
it's
the
if it's a
first
female, you should.
You know
what?
for the first 9 years, you should just address him as boy.
You know what thought I had recently was when Wolverine was born.
No,
Like, let's just hold on. Just indulge me for a second. When Wolverine was born, and let's just say he's born into a Christian household or a Jewish household. Why not? And they like circumcised his penis, and then his foreskin just grew back. They're like, what the fuck? And they cut him again. His foreskin just grows back. It's like, I'm not allowed to.
I've never considered that with the character Wolverine before.
This baby's got bone claws, but his foreskin keeps coming back. Devil child.
I think that's probably the same problem with Mr. Elastic. Like, how do you think?
No,
Mr.
because
Elastic-
he was born a human.
Yeah, he was born. He was born not elastic.
He got
actually.
hit
Okay.
with cosmic rays.
Oh,
and-
so
and-
okay.
And when he was an
Ooh.
adult.
But thank you, Chance. Because speaking
Yeah.
of elastic, the date currently is July 28th, 2023.
At the date of recording.
And August 8th, one of the biggest things in anime is about to happen.
it is.
And that is Gear 5 Luffy.
And I am the only person in this room that is actually up to date
But
on One Piece.
the people that are up to date forget there are spoilers online and whatnot.
Of course.
And an individual like me that's humbly
in
only
our friend group, it is known that Jason cares shit not for spoilers in any media.
I'm going to
whatsoever.
hear the drums of liberation.
Jason
as they air.
Jason actually thrives in spoilers. I don't know what it is about him. He just loves being spoiled.
It just helps me get to the story, honestly.
But
I'm more interested in learning about it when I know
I'm
what's
not
happening.
necessarily sure about that for Matt.
What?
Do you want to be spoiled on the excellence?
He doesn't have to come. I'm coming.
Because I know you're also watching One Piece right now. You're catching up.
Oh, I'll
But
be
you're
out
only
of
on,
town.
Like 200.
I'll be out of town anyways, so
Boo.
Well, even if you are out of town,
We need to talk about that,
it's
by
gonna
the
be
way. We need to
all
talk
over
about
the
that.
internet. It's already all over the internet because they released I was actually upset. This is on a personal note.
Oh, where he's already fighting him in Gear
As a
5.
One Piece fan, I am super upset they released a teaser trailer of Gear 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
They've
like
already shown him fight him.
They literally already showed one of the fighting scenes of him in Gear 5.
The jump rope scene, to be
did
exact.
they
And
show him in
And
the
giant
teaser?
form.
I'm like, yes, I get the buildup of it, but the only moment you should have shown of
Was
the
him
teaser
opening his
was
eyes.
him literally saying, Gear 5?
Yeah, with a black screen,
Yep.
probably.
I
Right?
would have,
Yep.
as a One Piece fan specifically, and any other anime, you'd be
Would've
like,
come.
oh, show me more. But as a One Piece fan, you're used to being blue balled. You're used to being like where you get as little information as possible.
I still consider
So
it
even in the
blue-balled.
teaser, I'm like, yeah, give me as little information as possible so that I am that much more excited.
As
for
an
the episode.
individual that will look up spoilers just in manga in general to get,
Well, yeah,
I've already seen him take down Kaido. As far as I'm
exactly.
concerned.
I've already read this manga chapter like 3 or 4 times at this point. But at the same time, I am so excited for the animation of it.
That's fair. You know, that's why I want to
But-
see it. I'm not gonna miss it. I've considered it heavily in my head of being where I'm at right now. And for the audience that actually knows, I'm on Impel Down currently right now. So clearly, I'm like,
Way behind.
Way
you're
behind.
you're literally more than half the
I'm-
anime behind.
I'm less than halfway. I'm on episode 450.
Exactly. We're on almost 1,100.
Yep.
We are almost on. We're on like 1,080.
I'm up to
something like
Gear
that.
3, but so earlier you asked me, you were like, have you even seen Gear 4? So years ago, you tried to get me to watch One Piece because
Yeah.
you would recommend.
I
it.
probably showed you Gear 4 to get you. in.
So well, actually
Is that
no,
what it's
no.
about?
Hold on. Let's backtrack.
That's
This
because I know you don't care about
exactly.
spoilers.
I even remember being like, I don't care about watching this because I'm never gonna watch One Piece. But the time arc that you were in when you were like, I started One Piece, you should watch One Piece and this and that.
Whole Cake Island.
You were
I
in
think.
you were in Fishman Island. I
No,
remember
Whole Cake.
Nope, I remember Fishman because I remember it being underwater, and I
Because it
remember.
was- Okay, but I should. But
Hold on,
Or
that
something
was
like Gear
that was the
3.
first time
Okay.
that you were ever like, you should watch One Piece. I remember you were on Fishman. Now, I never not watched One Piece. When I watched One Piece when I was a kid, I got all the way up to like right before Alabasta. I'll admit, I like Chopper was in it. Crocodile was
That's
mentioned.
where most people our age got to because that was when it was.
That was like on,
Toonami.
yep, exactly. But I will admit, I remember Toonami like previews of one because it went on for a while, and I remember it being in it was in fucking, why can't I remember it? Skypiea. I remember trailers for Skypiea. But nonetheless, you're on Fishman Island, and I was like, man, I don't know, like there's 500 episodes to the series. That's crazy. I'm not gonna watch that. Big mistake. Anyways, the next time,
Crazy that was only at
Yeah.
500.
yeah, I was like, that's way too much, and I'm like, just getting there now. But I also have, I don't have enough time to watch it. Anyways,
Well, that's crazy because like that's when the moment my ex-girlfriend broke up with me and I spent 3 months in a room watching nothing but One Piece and caught up to that episode.
yeah, because you were like, I just started the show, and you were on fucking Fishman Island,
No, yeah, I started off at Water 7. Like that's where I started off.
like from the start.
No, like because I had already watched up to that point.
Oh, okay, so you're okay.
And so I just like picked up back at Water 7.
That's a little bit more like it's less. It's lesser than starting from
It's lesser
the ship,
but at
from
the
the
same
single
time,
buoy.
Water 7 is about episode
No, I mean
300.
Yeah.
or
It was
so.
a lot of episodes.
And
but-
I am now from that point on a current watcher that's up to episode 1,000 something.
understandable. So
So
the next time was actually in this house. Maybe not, but I remember it kind of being in this house, but I could be wrong. But if it's on Whole Cake, I don't know. It's the mochi guy.
yep,
Katakuri.
That's
Katakuri.
Whole Cake, yeah.
He was fighting him in his like little mirror dimension.
Yep.
And
It's
and
one
Luffy.
of it's one of the greatest fights.
No, yeah, because I watched him beat him. We watched it together. And I will admit, it was cool enough that I was like, maybe I'll watch it. But Gear 4 intimidated me in the sense because here is Luffy's being like this like tank thing, right? Like just bouncing. As far as I knew,
that's Doflamingo. That's
no, he wasn't fighting Doflamingo. It was definitely Katakuri because he was like making like the mace weapon and shit like that, and it was like the mirrors.
That's when he becomes Snake Man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. But he was fighting him as Gear 4.
Snake Man, which is an evolution of
right.
Gear
But
4.
he was using Gear 4 before, and he was losing a bunch. He kept getting his ass kicked.
True.
And then he was like, Snake Man! And then he started doing his like fucking rubber bullet bounce that I'm getting to, you know.
Wolverine.
We're watching that, and I'm like, I asked you, I was like, why does he look like that? Because as far as I knew, at that point in time, years ago, I stopped pre-Alabama. Not even Gear 2. I never even saw Gear 2. I didn't know what gears
you
were.
haven't even seen Gear 2 yet.
I mean, I have now.
Now, of course.
But like at that time, I was like, you were like, oh, that's Gear 4, and I'm like, what? And you explained it a bit, but I was like, all right, clearly so much has happened in this anime. Excuse me. I'm not even gonna watch it. Like at that point, I was pretty much like, are they even like looking for the fucking One Piece still? You know, which they are. But always. But you know, I was naive then. But I watched that fight scene with you. Like I know he's gonna kick Katakuri's ass at some point. I know it's with Snake Man. But so yeah, to answer your question that you asked me earlier ago about Gear 4, yeah, fucking course I know about Gear 4. I'm excited to see Gear 5.
Well, that's looping all the way back to the start, is that I'm upset by how much they showed of Gear 5 so far. They literally showed, I'd say, about 25% of the fight.
Yeah,
scene.
I mean, but there's still going to be a little bit more.
There's still more, but still, in a teaser, you don't show 25% of the fight.
I'm glad I haven't seen it yet.
That's
fine.
The
I'm
teaser.
glad
you haven't seen it either.
It's sick as fuck.
I'm
but
like,
even that one episode is not going to be the whole fight. It's going to be 2 episodes at least. At least it's going to be 2 episodes.
I'm not caught up at all with One
Yeah,
Piece. But
yeah.
I'm still, like,
Everybody likes to shit on where I'm at. This boy over here hasn't even fucking seen Alabasta.
I'm still relatively familiar with what's going on because YouTube thinks that like I do. Like I am watching it.
Where are you at?
What episode
currently?
is Netflix up to?
I don't know because I'm way past it. I don't fuck with Netflix. Hulu just gets to the fucking time skip, and I still have a site to continue, but Hulu's nice. Where are you even at? Just be honest.
I haven't been watching it.
I know exactly, but you were watching it a little bit. Where are you at?
A little bit.
Because
the beginning of the show.
Because you were like, you brought up Sanji, wasn't like Sanji already introduced?
Yeah, but like. Still towards the beginning of the show.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're. At
I don't know what the arcs
Did they
are.
already do? Did they already go to Arlong Park?
Yeah. It's actually past Arlong Park.
And it wasn't enough for you to be like, I need to see a little bit more, at least a little.
So yeah, we're only at.
I don't know.
We're only
not
at
that I wasn't
Bark
interested
on Netflix.
Yeah, because Netflix is trash.
But no, I like that Netflix is adding the earlier seasons. Like short bursts.
Again, Hulu has all the way up to time skip.
No, that's great. But I'm saying Hulu or Netflix is allowing a newer group of One Piece fans to get involved.
Oh, for sure, because the live action's coming out, which I have some hope for. But I had hope for Cowboy in it, and it broke.
Honestly,
do we want to react to the One Piece live action trailer on here?
We can react to the One
Piece.
Have you seen it?
I have. It's
what? Okay.
So
no.
The
Hold
first
on.
trailer was
before
bad.
you like react to my demeanor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Like I'm like holding on. Like it's. How do I explain? I mean, Jason's point was pretty accurate to how I feel. Like, Cowboy Bebop looked freaking cool.
No, I'm gonna. So this is where
I liked Cowboy Bebop because it had Harold. I don't remember his name.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
Chance? When you look it up, look up the second trailer that came out because that one gave it the better appeal.
I like what they. I like
that's
Zoro.
what I'm saying. The newest trailer of One Piece trailer. It's
me go.
It's the 3-minute trailer. But so this is where I'm gonna say before we even start up on that. Yeah,
the most recent one.
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. But What I'm gonna say is that I rewatched the Cowboy Bebop trailer to like get a feel of what I was feeling
The
of in
Netflix
that
kind
time.
of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah.
Well, like what they were trying to produce. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, between the two trailers, Cowboy Bebop was hiding so much more than this trailer was.
I look. I bet. I think that.
They were hiding so much more of their flaws.
When it came to Cowboy,
in the
yes,
trailer.
yes.
Yeah,
but when it came to
the
Cowboy
trailer
Bebop,
still they were hiding it, but they did it in a way
there
that
was already
still made
there was
me
already
look
Full
forward
Metal
to it.
No,
Alchemist.
what I'm saying is that this One Piece trailer is revealing some of those flaws that people thought they were gonna have, and just letting it out straight, like get go with how Luffy's Gamu Gamu like abilities work, how Arlong looks, and all these
The
stuff.
Gatling looked pretty cool, but
Actually, I
Is
think all the
that
characters.
stuff is that like that's stuff that I feel the Cowboy Bebop trailer was specifically hiding.
okay, pause. Okay, there was already Full Metal Alchemist. Ass. There was already Attack on Titan. Ass. I think there was another one that I'm forgetting, but it was
Death
bad.
Note.
Death Note was beyond ass.
was so bad.
But then Cowboy Bebop, whether they were hiding flaws or not, came out with the trailer, and it was like, okay, maybe this time.
I mean, watching Spike like do his like martial arts and stuff in the trailer
it was cool.
Well, this
So it
is
was like,
what
maybe
upsets
this
me
time.
about the whole live action debate. I'm going to cut you off right now because it's so specific. Because you left out the most key one out of this live action debate,
Which one?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin.
No, I
haven't
know.
even- I
Look,
haven't even
I
seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
I
people
know
have
it's
not
possible.
even tried to watch this one, but this is literally the one
Because
that
it's the
has done
easiest
it
one to
right.
fucking do.
Well, okay.
They've done.
Look,
3
I
movies
know-
and all of them
yeah,
are
they're all good.
exceptional.
Because it's the easiest one to do. You just
Except-
need a samurai, which they've done samurai.
Okay,
movies
wait,
before.
hold on.
It's not just the samurai.
No, what? Okay, first of all, it takes place in a like a
A feudal time
A-
period.
feudal, realistic time period, right? So it's not hard to dress a guy in a shark nose makeup or whatever. Not saying that this is One Piece show is gonna be shit or something because of that. Just saying it probably helped them with their like planning or whatever. But also, I'm pretty sure the first 2 Rurouni Kenshin movies are not Netflix. Like,
No, they're all Netflix.
no,
What do you mean?
I'm pretty
Fact
sure.
check it. Fact check it.
Actually,
I'm pretty sure the first 1 or 2 is its own movie, and then Netflix took over. However, they still, whether they kept the people who were in charge originally or not, like they still like crushed the next whatever movies they were in charge of. Anyways, Netflix doesn't have a great track record with with live action anime adaptations.
You think that this one's gonna be equally as bad? Do you have
No, that's not what I said.
But I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that's what you said. I'm saying, do you have what is your opinion on this trailer that I'm about to show?
I think Zoro looks cool. I mean, I think all the characters.
it was
stuff,
produced by Warner Bros. From the get go.
You're right.
But what was it published on? Just won't say.
Well, it wasn't on Netflix until Netflix. I think
Basically got the rights.
I'm pretty sure Netflix only made the prequel one, whatever that
Okay.
one is. But anyways, like yeah, a anime live action adaptation can be done well.
I just hope it's good. We'll
And
see.
The One Piece one, the trailers look good.
All
I think
right.
it's gonna come down to how goofy things start looking because, like, I don't know when you throw anime powers into live action, and
It just looks funky. I agree. Everything looks a little weird, but I don't know anything about One Piece.
Yeah,
but I have
let's
hope
let's
for-
watch this trailer real
Yeah.
quick, and you tell me all the points that you two, as people that are earlier in the One Piece fandom, have problems with, and I will tell you someone that is
As experienced as I am.
experienced as I am. Of
No,
how
I don't have problems with the- I don't
or
have
how
problems
I
with the
do have-
trailer.
but I do have problems with the trailer.
All right.
I don't have problems with the trailer. I have problems with Netflix's history.
All right, let's watch it and then we'll compare.
Hold on.
Butthole.
There's a cat butthole on the screen.
All right, ready?
Well, fame, power. I found everything this world has to offer. Free yourselves. Take to the seas. My treasure is yours to find.
Yeah, he does.
So what do you say? Are you with me?
Canon.
Mutiny. Why would anyone want to be a pirate? This is the best thing there is. Wind in your back. Salty sea air.
Looks fine to me. Looks like a pirate movie.
I have a comment on Nami
Keep
that
waiting.
will be
What is it?
bad,
We're
but
Jonah.
we'll see.
We are the Straw Hat Crew.
It was
We're
perfect.
heading up to the Grand Line.
A treacherous stretch of ocean with bigger islands, bigger pirates.
That's where we're
Mihawk
gonna
is
find
done
the One
perfectly.
Piece.
You've been making enemies everywhere we go.
I don't like Sanji. I'll say that now.
Okay. A little interesting.
How much better can they do that?
No, I think
Well, I saved your ass.
what's his name?
I kind of like the frame rates are dropping. We get like a slow mo on these scenes.
You don't like Sanji, Jason?
I don't.
Sanji's British voice kind of throws me, I'll be honest.
They didn't give him facial hair,
Can handle
No.
any-
which is what.
Nami's outfits are perfect, though. I'll give her
I'll
that.
do you the kindness of killing you all together.
Arlong
Yeah,
is
he
a
doesn't
little
look
weird.
like shit. I don't think he looks like shit.
It doesn't look like shit.
Until
People
we
are
get-
complaining he doesn't look exactly the same. I'm like,
I don't.
how much better could they do?
I'm gonna kick your ass because no one messes with my friends.
What's so special about you?
That right there,
Looks
that,
good.
that mouth stretch,
Looks good.
so.
Oh, when they show him already breaking. Oh, that part. That part.
What do you
Hold
mean?
on.
Rewind.
Hold on. Yeah, rewind it a bit. This is like honestly
That's
the
fine.
only complaint, really, because everything was perfect. Slow it.
Slower.
Yeah, it's gonna be like right after Shanks.
No, just
It's when they're all standing next to each other.
This.
Keep going.
Let's do this. Okay, yeah, we're way
What's so
past.
special
Like right
about
here.
you?
Right here.
Okay.
A little after.
All right.
Oh, is that?
We're going. I'm sorry. I'm
Right
trying.
here. She's never there.
What do you mean?
She's never there.
In
She
that
doesn't
scene?
walk up with them. That's the walking scene. That's the the OG. Nami asks for help, and Luffy, Usopp, Zoro, and Sanji walk up as a unit while she's still back with her wounded arm. She's not there with them.
I think it makes
arm
up.
looks-
I think it makes up for it, the fact that she still has the hat on her, and Luffy
Yeah, it's
doesn't.
fine, but she's not. That's the only like scene.
Are they doing like an anti-damsel in distress?
I don't know,
kind of
but
thing?
I mean, she clearly stabs herself. There's the bandage. I'll accept it, but she's not there when they pull up.
No, I think they're just trying to establish this is the crew. The
Probably.
because Chopper's not in it in this current.
But let's be straight. Like this moment in One Piece was the first moment in all of it that was like, oh shit. The moment that Nami starts stabbing herself and crying and asking for help, Luffy puts the hat on her, and the boys fucking go and kick ass. Because she's finally like, hey, I need help.
I hope she kicks more ass in this.
And my other comment on Nami, the actress, beautiful. I'm not going to
Perfect,
take
I
that
think.
away from her. I don't think anyone can capture the beauty of Nami or Robin in the anime. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
No,
But she does a good
I
job.
watched
in
the
my
reaction
opinion.
of Japanese
She's
fans
a-
reacting to the live action One Piece. All literally like 90% of them were saying that yeah, it shouldn't be a Japanese person because
They're like,
I'm not
like, the
complaining
One
about
Piece-
her
The One
ethnicity.
Piece anime is not depicting
The
all
world.
Japanese characters.
yeah.
I don't think she's just Nami hot, but I don't think anybody will ever be.
She reminds
Nami
me
or
of
Robin
Carrie
hot.
from MythBusters, kind of.
kind of.
That the actress they chose. No, I just I don't know, keeping my expectations low because I was excited for a lot of other adaptations that Netflix has done.
I don't know, as someone who's never seen One Piece and doesn't know anything about One Piece and is, really just
In it for the ride.
I'm just in it for the ride. I think it's okay.
It's got
good.
potential.
I haven't watched any of the other. I'm not a media like enthusiast. I don't like consume Netflix shows or really TV or movies in general. But I have some hopes to.
There was a
enjoy this as
scene-
a good pirate movie.
There was a scene that made me like fan come, and it was I don't know if you've seen it, Jonah, but there's a scene where Luffy and Kobe are talking.
Yes, no,
And-
it's the end of that trailer.
And the actor for Kobe, perfect.
After, because I feel like they're trying to cast the actor for what he's gonna grow up
Yep.
into. in the
But
sense that,
not
like,
even just that. It's the scene that they're looking at the wanted pirate posters in town, and it shows Foxy, it shows Bellamy, and it shows someone I don't remember. But seeing Foxy and Bellamy, I was like,
No, the fact that
oh shit,
the fact that I know Bellamy is a possible
like future character.
in the future character in the next. I just want to see.
I want to see how they're gonna do Robin if they
Well,
they do a second movie.
True, I do want to see who Robin
It's a movie.
It's
No.
gonna be like, I mean, in the sense of like,
in what we've seen in the trailer.
it's gonna be in parts. I think it's like 8 parts or something.
The the
gonna be like-
introduction of Bellamy would be like the beginning of the season 2 of the live action.
Not even, because I think they're gonna stop it at Arlong Park. So the next one would be Alabasta.
No, I'm imagining the climax will be defeating Arlong.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so the next
Well, yeah.
the next thing after
Oh, yeah, the
Arlong
next
is
thing would be-
Alabasta. Well, it's
yeah.
getting to the Grand Line, but it's Alabasta in general.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be Alabasta in like the first part of the but like I think Bellamy scene where
Oh
he-
my God, the
where he just
punch!
one punches Bellamy into the ground. Oh my god.
So-
that scene live action I have to see.
I'm only gonna explain it because Matt hasn't seen it yet. Pretty much, they get to this town, and these like pirates that like they're like, oh, we own this town. They're in there, they're causing a wreck and stuff. And at this moment, mentioning the words like "city in the sky" is silly talk. Like people are like, that shit is only in storybooks. You guys are children. And so these group of pirates beat the crap out of Luffy and Zoro because they don't fight back. They're just like, Zoro's about to, and Luffy's like, don't even humor this. So they get their ass kicked and kind of embarrass Nami. And they find out, like later on, they're like, okay, the city in the sky exists. We have to be here at a certain time to get to it. And before that happens, the person that helps them figure out this whole town gets robbed by those pirates. Like they figured out where they were hiding, and they're like, we're gonna fuck with these guys more. So they like rob who's been helping them and stuff. And so Luffy's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get your stuff. And Nami the whole time's like, Luffy, no, because we got like this shit's about to happen. We got to be there now. And he's like, I'll be right back. So he goes, and they're all talking crap. They're like, oh, remember those guys we like messed with earlier? They're so stupid. And someone comes in with their wanted posters, and he's like, at first he saw him, he was drunk, but then he was like, oh shit, because they're like, who the fuck were those guys anyways? They're probably like low life pirates. And at this point, Luffy has this bounty that's like, honestly, it was his lowest bounty. But the guy was like, guys, this guy's worth $300 million dollars essentially, right? Like he's like, that's higher than your bounty, Bellamy, which is the guy, like the leader of the group. And he's like, well, like sometimes they get these things wrong. That like clearly he isn't. He didn't do shit. And then like the minute he says that, Luffy's outside. And he's like, Bellamy, get out here right now. And so he goes out, and he's like, oh, what are you gonna do, Stry? And his devil fruit is like he springs. So he like springs from place to place and builds up momentum. So he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. So he starts jumping everywhere. And he's like, the minute I hit you, you're done. And Luffy's just standing still. And like Bellamy shoots towards him, and he picks up his arm, and in an instant he just punches him in the head and knocks him out. And all of his group is like,
What the fuck?
yeah, pretty, because like
Shit.
like Bellamy is like considered powerful, really. So they're just like, oh shit. So Luffy gets the stuff stolen back, and he comes back right in time. And I will admit, I know of the second encounter as well.
That reminds me. Maybe Jason will only find this interesting, but there's like a DC comic where Superman basically becomes an asshole.
Yes.
And
it's the one that Lois dies, right?
Something
Joker
like
kills
that.
her, and so he's like, I have no reason to
Yeah,
care.
so he starts like just wiping out all crime like with a complete vengeance. And Batman's like trying to calm him down, trying to stop him, and he like Superman won't listen. He just like beats the shit out of Batman. And then
If I remember right, he actually paralyzes him too.
the next panel is Alfred with his fist like that, and he's like, "Don't hurt my family," and he like punches Superman, and Superman's face goes straight into the ground.
Yeah, Alfred's like super fucking strong.
And he opens his hand,
And it's
he
kryptonite.
has a piece of kryptonite in his hand, and he just smashes Superman right into the ground. And Superman's like, he's bleeding, his nose is broken or something, and it's like he's just bleeding. And he gets up and he's like, okay. Basically, he's just like, okay. And he leaves or something. Anyways, this is a really cool Alfred moment.
Yeah. Alfred goes hard, bro. That's why I respect that HBO made, I think, like a series based off him.
Pennyworth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a young Bruce, and he's just like, hello, Master Wayne.
I'm your daddy, but don't call me that.
Not yet. Your daddy's still here. But yeah, One Piece is lit.
One Piece is lit. Anime is lit. Everything is lit. We do have Jonah has a little segment that he wanted to do, and I think we'll go ahead and end the show on this if you still want to do this one.
So yeah, even if it's just the end of the segment, in the sense of maybe it could lead into next week, just because of how much we've talked so far.
I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't talked enough, man. We need to keep talking.
But
I need to keep farming you all.
But what I want to say is I do want to get into more philosophical questions. And one of the most philosophical questions I have is, what is your greatest fear, in a sense?
Dude, I
Dolls.
think this will be a fun conversation because I don't really know what any of your all's
Switch back to me.
sweet
Switch
deep
back to
fears.
me.
Okay.
Where am I at? Which camera? Who?
Yeah,
that one?
you're this
That
one,
one?
middle.
Dolls. I fucking hate dolls.
We know
They're terrifying. If you own them, they're plotting. They're gonna take your soul one day. I swear to fucking God.
I think
So
you'll like the
what-
beginning
what-
of the Barbie movie, Jason.
what-
I'm serious. You'll like. No,
what
you'll
is
like
it
it.
about dolls that scare you?
They're little fucking like what's the word? They're like catalysts for your souls. They were created. The fact that they look like humans is key. That they're meant to take your living soul to live for you to become the doll. I don't trust them.
So
I'll never trust them.
So that's interesting. Is that's one of the primal fears? Is what I'm talking about. Is that like a lot of these fears we have are based off of these primal fears we have. The first of extinction, death, all those things. That's
How does dolls
No.
scare you of death? Now, are you scared that a doll will
it's
kill
not
you?
involved in that. It's one of the other
okay.
primal fears that I'm going to get into.
I get you.
The second is mutilation. That's fear of
That's
harm.
where the dolls come in.
No, that's
play.
it's fear of harm.
Chance is really curious over these dolls playing.
I mean,
His
keep
is actually lies in the third, loss of autonomy,
loss of autonomy. Okay.
which is loss of control or loss of like someone else controlling you. And I think that's where your fear lies, is that
You're scared.
You feel these dolls are going to take over the control of life in a sense. that
Yeah, you're scared that. Are you scared
they're
that
trying
there's a
to-
demon soul inside the doll?
So here's where my fear grew. All right. Like a 6-year-old Jason, maybe not even 6. I think
Okay, we're getting into Jason's.
we're
fear
going
of dolls.
into
Let's go.
Jason. I'm young. I'm young. I'm anywhere between the ages of 4 and 6. My parents were going to Nevada, Las Vegas for like a couple of days. And they dropped me off with my loving aunt and my uncle. And they treated me perfectly fine. I had a room there to stay in. It was cool. I loved going to their house. Well, the time came to go to bed, and the room that they had for me is like my aunt collected porcelain dolls. There was like I remember how the room was. There was 3 like L-shaped shelves, like long shelves, and it was just like dolls in order stacked, and then there was a bed. And no, take that off. I already see it. Take it off.
Are you scared of like
Take it off. Like
this one
just take it off.
specifically,
I don't even want to look
or
at it.
this one
It's more like
here?
it's more like porcelain dolls.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
I don't
Dolls.
even need to see them, bro. I don't want. I'm like, my eyes are closed. Anyways, I go in the room. The lights are off. The dolls.
No.
I don't even know.
No. Okay, Jason. Sorry, I apologize.
Is it
for
gone?
that. Yeah, it's gone.
Is it gone?
I genuinely apologize for that. That was not.
I don't even know what it was. It's okay.
You don't need to, Jason.
I have another type after Jason is done with this.
Right.
Another type of doll.
So I'm in this room, right? Lights are off, and all of the dolls, I shit you not, they're like staring at me, right? And it's really hard to sleep because I'm just looking back at them. And now, mind you, I love horror, so like I'm like really into scary stories, things like that. So everything's going through my mind at this time, and I'm testing this shit out. I like move to the left, all their eyes move. Move to the right, all their eyes move. They're like on me, no matter what. There's never. I'm expecting like to be in some place, and their eyes are just like still. Nah, they're moving. So I'm like, these.
So
things,
you're thinking they're like watching?
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, these things are watching me. These things are alive. They're watching me. What are they gonna do when I'm asleep? They're gonna, and then like, mind you, I come from the time period of Toy Stories, right? So like,
Oh yeah.
so
So
like
you
dolls
were
have
expecting
life
it.
to me. I at this age I was like, oh, these things are breathing, and I could not sleep. I could not fucking sleep. I could not.
Did they just like? Sorry, did they force you to sleep in that room? Like there was no, you couldn't. Sleep.
I like I.
I'm looking at you because I feel like you and I both know the story where I'm.
Yes, no, because I mean, like when I brought it up, I even remembered it. But what was I gonna say? I probably would have moved me if I asked, but I was like not. At a young age, I didn't like make things. You know, I weren't like
yeah, you didn't make a big deal
Yeah,
of things. You were just like, well, I guess I'm
No,
gonna sleep with the demon dolls
pretty
again
much.
today.
pretty much.
He
I was
didn't make
like,
a big deal of it, but he did let his friends know of that fear.
yeah. So like, let me tell this story. Let me tell this
Let me
fucking
tell this
story
story.
of what this goes on. So this gentleman pointed to Matt.
Yeah.
Hold on. That dude
This
right
one.
there. That one right there.
So
Yeah.
he's lived
Yeah.
not too far away from me.
No,
I've
he's
included
and
this.
I'm sure they
Don't
still-
leave me out.
Yes, but like I mean, I'm painting the picture where we would go to this guy's house a lot. It was either his house or his house. So we were at his house, Matthew's house.
Yep.
And they probably still have it too. I fucking hate this thing. But his mother owned this porcelain doll that if you wind it up, it played a creepy song. May I fucking add? It's not like I mean, so as white conflicted as he is, this man is Turkish, and so it was like some creepy old ass folk Turkish song, like some like slow wind up song, things that are in horror movies, right? I'm asleep. I like to sleep. I don't know, like clearly there's gonna be a lot of stories of me going to sleep. But
yeah, so far on the show, and you have talked about sleep
I talk about sleep a lot.
twice.
We're in their room, his room. We're watching movies or whatever. I pass out
Jason's
while
like,
they know I
you know
don't
what, that's
like
good right now,
dolls,
sleep.
While they know I don't like dolls, and they go and get this doll and they wind it up and they put it like right next to me, and they all leave. And his room, they all leave his room. They're like right out of it, and it's dark and shit. And I wake up because I'm like, what is that? What is that sound? And I open my and porcelain doll right there, and I I freak out. So I'm like, I grab it, I'm like throwing it left and right. I'm like beating the crap out of it. I'm like, I'm taking this thing out with me. And luckily, Karma he got in trouble because his mom was like, what the fuck, my doll? Why would you let him do that? Why would you?
Did you absolutely destroy that thing?
No, I would have. I don't know. I think I knew the doll. I knew of the doll. I knew it was his mom's doll. I think internally I was like, I better not break it. But I definitely freaked out enough. I like grabbed it and I like threw that bitch. I wasn't gonna go down. I wasn't gonna like because everyone's gone. I'm waking up, right?
No, yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I know what these guys are doing. I wake up to this doll. Everyone's gone. I freak out. At some point though, I'm like, don't break this doll. But she got mad that I like threw the doll a bit, but then she got mad at Max. She was like,
Because she's like, why did you do that?
yeah,
you
she was like,
horrible
he's
demon
afraid of
child?"
dolls. Why would you do that to him?
Exactly the reason.
Yeah.
So, okay,
She's literally asking the answer.
was that the same story you wanted to tell?
No.
Oh.
Mine
Oh.
actually after that story specifically.
Oh.
Right after it, like
Yeah.
directly
So
after
let me
it?
tell.
A couple we no.
Now let me tell this fucking story.
All right.
I remember what you're talking about too.
Let
So
me
again,
let me give a little of a preface. Was that Matt gave me the told me that Jason.
everybody likes to fuck with Jason.
That Jason had a huge fear of dolls.
So let me jump
And
in.
I told him, "Oh, my mom's a hairstylist."
Which even as a non-hairstylist, if you're a girl, speaking about Barbie again, there was a huge Barbie toy at the time where it's like the bust of a head, right? Think Goosebumps, like the haunted mask one. I don't know, you know, it's bad, like because there's like a picture of just like the bust of her head and the shoulders, which is essentially what this thing was.
A hair in Harrisburg or
Her
something.
name
like
was
that?
Deborah. Get it right.
I'm not gonna give it a name. Oh no, I forgot. It was like Monster Mask, whatever.
It had like eyes too. Right?
Yes.
I have it upstairs.
What the
Oh, you
fuck?
should
have it?
Wait, Jonah,
That is the
you actually
greatest
you should
thing.
probably go get it.
No.
Jason, you don't have
I-
to look at it.
Wait,
we gotta show it
is
to the
this
camera.
is this the show where we make Jason overcome his fears of dolls and we actually?
No, we don't have to do that to
we
him.
get
I just
him
want to make
become-
sure that we
No,
we get
look.
some-
All right, so
I'll wait till the end of this conversation.
I'm
to go
a
get it.
nursing
No,
student.
we'll at
I'm a
the end of the
nursing
video
student,
we'll flash it right at the end frame. So
and in class, in lab, we have to work on these like $10,000 mannequins, right? And these things are fucking lifelike. I shit.
Are
you
they
not.
freaky as
Yes,
fuck?
I hate them.
Okay,
The
yeah.
only thing that brings me like comfort is I'm in a lit room with them with people.
Yeah, if it was just you by yourself,
Yeah, I would not.
are they like
with
the
this
see-through
lifelike
ballistics?
mannequin?
They like talk, they blink, they like
They talk.
They-
Are you kidding
they have
me?
a pulse. They're literally my biggest fucking fear.
What are they fucking Blade Runners or something?
I mean, like they're not complete
they're
sentinel,
like
but-
replicants or something. Whatever.
But they're like what I'm afraid of, right? They're like a doll that lives, and I got to work on it. But anyways, and I've
Don't worry, we got
told
you.
people this, and they don't like recognize the depth. When I'm like, oh, I'm scared of dolls, and I hate being near this thing. People are like, haha, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm shitting myself right
But he tells a group of ROTC kids this, who are all about pranks and pranking each other in the spirit of camaraderie.
Yeah, so okay, back to this thing. Again, we were either always at Matt's house or we were at Jonah's house. And we're at Jonah's house, and his mom was in beauty school. She was doing hair and this and that. So she has this like head bust of a female, and it has hair and it has a face and it looks like a person, but it's just like a head and like a bit of shoulders, right? And they'll get it. They'll get it. You know, at that moment, I'm gonna go get food to come back. You can bring that shit down and show people.
I will.
But
It looks like that Barbie.
exactly, there was a Barbie toy exactly the same. It was like the head of Barbie that you could like brush and like make braids with,
Okay.
and it was
Because it's what cosmetologists use to practice.
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But they're upstairs, mind you, like the like game room area of it had these curtains that would hang down, thick curtains. And I forgot how it happened, but they positioned it in a way that this head is like peeking at us. Like you like it's watching us, but you
She's,
have
like,
to notice
right
it.
behind the curtain.
Yeah, she's like right behind the curtain. And we're playing games. We're dicking around. We're being teenagers. I think this is like y'all's junior year or my sophomore year. And I like look to the right and I see it. And I piss myself.
You
Not no,
piss
no,
yourself?
No, 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 I shouldn't say. I like
Okay, sorry.
I shat myself. I pissed myself. I was terrified. I started screaming, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because again, I didn't like. I think you told me about it, but
No, I told you about it, but like at this point when you're
like he went in and grabbed it and snuck it. Like I didn't know.
No, because this is what Matt told me, is that Jason's gonna freak out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I don't know how. Like me in my mind, I was like, how could someone be that scared of a doll head?
So you had to test it out. You were like,
and so Matt's just like, just trust me.
It'll work.
And I'm like, okay. And when Jason starts
You did
freaking
the
out,
gears
I
started
am
turning.
on my side, laughing my ass off because I cannot comprehend how well this worked out.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it's truly perfect to put it like right behind the curtain.
On the ground,
scared the
laughing my ass
shit
off while Jason is
out of
literally
me.
fearful of his life.
Of a severed head,
I swear to
with,
God, I
like,
saw it blink.
an unblinking eye that appears to blink.
You know, I like this. I think next episode we should go over. We'll go over Matt's fears, and then we'll do the next one.
Fears are
After
just
that,
never
we'll do
waking
mine.
up.
I'm gonna take a quick trip real quick and maybe go find Debra.
All right, I'm gonna go get a pizza.
You should wait. You should wait.
I'm not
either.
I'm not gonna open my eyes. I'm waiting for a test grade. Speaking of being in school, that's my biggest fear right now.
Your biggest fear is, well, Jason, you picked a really difficult life to live, and I applaud you. We're gonna cut this section out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and end it after this. Dude, we've been going for an hour and 12 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Jonah didn't say Andretti's this time.
Nope, he did not.
Oh, thank you for bringing up Andretti's. I met one of Jonah's
Ooh.
Okay.
I bet you are. I bet you're gonna get your dick all wet.
It'd be funny if like how Jonah went up and came down like in an instant. Like
Yeah,
meaning
he
that
just like had
has
it. Yeah, he sleeps with it. He's like, I can only. Oh no. Oh Jason, no. Oh Jason, no.
not gonna fucking look at her.
Oh no.
I don't care.
Oh God. Oh no. I hate.
can feel her.
Hold on. Go to right cam. I'm gonna go to right cam. Go ahead and phone right there to your on the table.
Wait, yeah, just place it on the table.
Oh God. Right where Jason is.
That is so funny.
Her name is Debra. She is a person.
Debra.
Hold on. Let's go to show cam.
Wait,
oh
back.
yeah. We're
Go
back
back.
to right cam. Okay. Jason, it'll be okay. It'll
Hold
be
on.
okay. Can we show Jason real quick? I need to
Hey,
see.
Jonah.
Yeah, there we go.
I gotta do this. Oh shit. No.
Deborah, no!
Debra.
Deborah, no! No, Deborah! Oh, shit. Matt, no.
Alright, wait.
Can you actually palm her?
Oh, God. Lift her up a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Oh, no. Can we see a nose shot? I need to see a nose shot.
Got nothing up there.
Nothing up there. That is
No
clear as
boogies.
day. Look at that eye, dude. You
It's like a
get
cat.
really into that. The whole time, can you just go to Jason real quick? Hold on, I can go to Jason.
Jason is on Instagram. Our current realm, he refuses to be a part of
Oh,
it.
look, she's got some blemishes, dude. She's beautiful. Ooh, got me acting up. Got me acting up.
Mwah.
Mm. Oh no, 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 Matt. All right, hold on. Well,
But this is the very reason why I've held on to Debra for so long. It's just for this very moment. As I know that I need to hold on to her purely to get over Jason's fears.
I have a great idea.
we gotta make him kiss.
Matt's buttoning up an extra button.
No, what is he? What is he doing? He's getting. Are you about to put your head in your shirt and become? Are you? You're. Hold on. You're ridiculous.
Why are you taking off your shirt after you button an
Yeah,
extra
you
button
gotta-
on? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen you
I
do.
thought my head would fit through.
But even so, if you thought you were gonna put your head through the top, why would you button the button first before you go up?
It's true. You're like my head is small enough. Yeah, you got it. You got it. All right. Hold on.
All right.
Back to front.
This is gonna literally terrify Jason.
Oh, it will. It will for sure.
All right, I'm gonna feel it. Button this button.
All right, Jay.
All right.
Button this button. Oh, that's bad idea.
No, the beer! No, the beer!
I can't see what's happening.
The show has become a mess. What is going on?
Button this top button. Button this button.
Well, everybody, if you like the
Not
show,
over yet. Button this button. I need to be
subscribe, like the video. Yeah. Goodbye.
Where's